this thing recording? Hi, my name is Monique Hart from Rupaul's Drag Race Season 10, honey, the heart of Season 10. And you are watching the Matt and Mar Show, honey. Pay attention, you might learn something. How to be what? Stunning, honey.
Y'all want another video? Oh, y'all want another video?
No episode this week.
Are we excited? I needed something to fill my Thursday, but it's okay. It's fine.
Sometimes you have, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
So, what Jamar meant to say was ooga chooga, ooga booga, okay? Which means, I hate it. I wish it was on. Too bad. So sad. Bye, Jan. Oh, Jan. Every time I hear that name, I just think of Marsha. Sure, Jan.
That sounds like such a, never mind, office co-worker.
You've never seen the Brady Bunch?
I've seen the Brady Bunch, but not in detail. I just remember the song.
You don't even know every time that Jan would have a fit, Marsha would like low-key read her.
Marsha.
Jan,
it's always about Marsha.
You're never going to get boys that way. Jan, why are you always going to be like that? Poor Jan. Sure, Jan. Yeah, like, come on now. You got to give it. The movie was even funnier because they really played off of it and just Jan was just not having her way. And Rupaul was in the first two movies. There was only two. I don't know why I did that. Was there a third one? No, there was 1 and 2.
Boom.
What was that for?
I had it in my head.
You had a little ditty in your head?
Was
that your horoscope? Is that what they told you to do? Sing a song and money will come your way?
It just came to me. Like a thief in the night. Y'all should be drunk right now.
What is happening? All right. Let me start this. I know last time someone was nice enough to post what time the video actually started. It started at 0 minutes and 0 seconds.
You tried it.
But before we go any deeper into this, because we're gonna go over the top 5 and the girls who've been eliminated and what our thoughts are of the season so far compared to the previous seasons and who they brought on this, I hate to say it again, but this season, different from the last seasons.
You want to say cycle? Be like top model?
So, but it's not, though. It's like cycle 27. Like, we're not there yet.
Girl.
If Rue gets past 13 seasons, we can start saying cycles. If that does happen. But y'all listen to me. Thank you so much for those of you who have responded to the GoFundMe page. That link is in the description. We're almost there. We're past the 850 mark. We only have about $600 more to go, and then we have reached the cap. So please, please, please continue to donate. We're trying to get this laptop so we can bring new content to you. The faster it comes in, the faster I can go get it. Because trust me, I missed the sale where I could have bought it. And I was like, ooh, this was going to be good. But it was Memorial Day weekend, and of course, that only lasted for the weekend. And by the time I was ready to go up to the store and be like, hey, can you hold this for me? They were like, the sale is over with.
If you don't buy it on this day, no.
And a bitch was evil. So do me a favor for supporting the channel, for supporting me and Jamar and continuing to make this happen, because we are going to be working on a podcast later on in the future once I move to Los Angeles. For those who are like, California, where? Los Angeles is currently being worked on. I was supposed to be there around this time, but I've actually pushed it to another month because I need to get things taken care of in Houston. As you know, money is tight. I'm trying to move. Jamar to start a new job, and we're trying to get something so where we can actually do some real editing and get some things together. So please donate to the GoFundMe page. That link is in the description. Now that I've got that out of the way, after this is my 3rd time trying to record the intro because I keep forgetting to put this in there, let's go ahead and get on to it.
Top 5.
Season 10.
Well, do you want to start with the positives, or do you want to start with just who the top 5 are?
Let's just do top 5. Right now, after all that we've been through, we're given 2 Tennessee fried chickens. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. We got Cameron Michaels, who was zaddy at the beginning, completely replaced milk for a lot of you, which that wasn't saying much for milk at all, really.
I didn't see it for him.
I didn't either.
It was always Lanesha before that.
None of the above.
Well, they're
After seeing Lanesha on Face Wars too, or was that Face Wars or Skin Wars? The one where they have to do body paint.
Skin Wars.
She was, woof. And I was like, okay, never mind. That totally went out the window. But yeah, so Cameron Michaels, Miss Cracker, who, God bless her.
We love Miss Cracker.
God bless you, Miss Cracker. It has just not been your season, girl.
And it happens. It's okay. Because I know she's been beating herself over the head like, I am funny.
I do feel like they've
I am this queen.
kind of not given her some just dues on certain challenges. I want to say preferably the first challenge that they did when they had to make the clothes out of yeah, because Mayhem's was great. Let's not take that away.
It was,
but Miss
but it
Crackers
didn't
was
win.
sickening. Like she came up and she went,
That whole just the presentation alone.
yeah, like
Her and Monique should have been in the top.
oh God, and Monique was robbed
It
that
was
same day
robbery,
too. Yeah, she
highway
wasn't even in the top.
robbery.
Like how was she not even in the top for that? A lot of
But,
moments
no.
this season were like, how come? I'm
BS.
confused. This doesn't make any sense. Oh my gosh, you're making me smile really, literally violently right now. And it's driving me crazy. So, Mama, I love you, but I don't know what's going
You
on.
have questionable decisions.
Asia O'Hara has made it to the top 5. Golly, it was.
We knew.
I mean, we kind of did know, but it was a struggle for Asia to get there. I mean, remember, it takes two to make things. Oh, girl, I can't. I hated that lip sync with her and the Vixen. I hated it.
She was like.
She was. I'm bopping the club. I was like, that is not lip syncing.
Remember that face she did?
Oh yeah, that. Yeah. She's good at an ugly face. But yes,
Girl.
Asia has made it to the top 5. Up next, with the same last name, no relation, is Eureka O'Hara.
I'm surprised. I really was. I did not see Eureka.
You didn't
making
see it
this
for
far.
her?
I thought she was gonna go midway. She was gonna have, this redemption. We was gonna love to see her back, but then she was gonna be like, "All right, girl," But girl, she came back and gave what she gave. Gave us great moments in Untucked.
What is given? Oh yeah,
I mean, we had to talk a lot about it. We had to talk a lot about it. So
Okay, let me be real, because I know a lot of y'all are like, Matthew hates Eureka, and I so don't. There have been moments I have felt like where she is slayed. Okay,
And y'all
preferably
missed
that
those.
glitter one when she came out in that gown, and it was just right on the money. Other times I feel like she was given a win, or things were like more positive than they should have been, and it's stuff that she's recycled a lot more than others, and it just
Yeah.
goes there. Now, yes, some girls use the same wigs, shoes, etc., all that, and I do catch that.
that's from the same.
But it's a way. It's a way. It's a certain way.
You
It's
have to
not the
change it up.
person. It has nothing to do with the person. It's the way it's done. It's like right on the
She
nose.
did copy and paste.
She did the feathers look, for example, those lashes
The
and that
same
hair,
makeup, the same
face.
thing.
You just transferred it over to this one, and I would think that Michelle, of all people, who was so critical of everybody this
Who does the
season
same
except for
thing.
her favorites, she would wear them low, but. You missed the whole Beauregard of that moment. And I'm just like, I'm not saying she doesn't deserve to be here. That's
It's
not what
just-
I'm saying. It just seems
there's
not.
favoritism.
Yeah, it doesn't seem quite as. She really pushed herself. I can't say that, in my opinion. But that's just mine. So, again, for those of you who are rereading, you're reading. That's a good one. You're reading. For those of you who are rooting for the Eureka,
Please do so.
keep it up.
She's done. I mean, she's made it to here. by her
Everybody
own merit.
deserves to have that great fan base from those who are standing behind them. So I'm not gonna knock it at all unless people start attacking other people. Like a particular person did in my comment section, had to get blocked because they were calling people all kinds of bitches, hoes, and all that type of stuff.
It never has to go there.
Who has a YouTube channel themselves that they're just trying to get off the ground, that has issues that I read from your description. It was quite insane, and I'm like, why are you on people's comment section like even doing any of that? Calm down, sir. It's gonna be okay. But it never needs to get that far. It's not that deep. I promise you. I turn off my camera and I'm not like, ha ha ha, I got her. No, that's not how that goes. That's not how that happens. If it did, I wouldn't look like this. I'd probably be like one of those people in a cave. Yes, just trying to evilly plotting my way out there.
We love the show. We're fans, but we do
since day one.
After
yes.
the camera goes
I'm
off.
more concerned with my Munchkin game, trying to win and get to level 10 before the next person
now, if y'all
on my
saw,
game
like
night.
a full Munchkin game, y'all would see some words being exchanged.
Oh, the swearing,
the side eyes.
he
was evil with me the last time that we played.
Because he's not a good person to play with. We're supposed to be like partners in crime with this, and Jamar will throw a curse on me very quickly.
Oh no, but y'all all gained up on me too. Let's not.
You were leveling up a little too fast for us, so we had to stop you and get you right back to 5 centered.
No, see,
he was like, "I'm gonna go up a level. I'm gonna go up a level." I said, "Oh no, that's 2 levels. Drop another level."
But they will not let me be great. But that's
so
fine.
yeah. That's the nerd and us. The last game that we played during the final Rockets versus OKC game, which was so disappointing. Rockets, I love you, but what happened? We were this close. But yeah, that was a 4.5 hour game, and we went to Epic, so it still went pretty quickly.
Considering
it still went pretty quickly, but a girl had to read her cards several times because it was rough. But I wasn't doing too well. But yeah, off of Munchkin. Sorry, it's like my favorite little card game now. I'm like, why did I not know about this sooner in life? But
I don't think I would have appreciated it as a kid. I don't think I would.
I don't think so either. As an adult, I'm like,
yeah,
okay, I'm a little bit more reading what's going on here. I'm aware of what's happening. All right, but the last person, because I totally went on a Munchkin rant after Eureka, is Aquaria. Aquaria has been a shock and a surprise this season for me. I have found myself not completely hating her, like I was finding myself drifting towards too.
We had the expectation because she had like
because when she did her interviews, it was like,
yeah,
what? And then I'm the best.
Situation.
I'm this. I'm that.
And
people,
Meet the Queen, she was like the winner that deserves to win.
But here's my problem with this part of the equation, because a lot of people go, well, is that not what you're supposed to do? And I go, did you have that same feeling for other contestants that you may not have been so favorable with, that felt that same energy? I bet you didn't. Okay. I bet because you like this person, it makes more sense to you than it would for other people. So if you're going to hold that same moment for that bitch, have it for the other bitch. All right?
Or just all bitches.
All bitches. They don't all go to heaven. Some of them get married.
I was about to say, I felt it.
You felt that shade from the Matt and Marshall episode 10, child.
I haven't seen it.
Read her.
Go back.
I don't really care for her character, but yeah. So,
that's our top 5.
Yeah, that's top 5. We got it. A season full of colors. We got it.
Even only one remains.
There can only be one.
But the other girls fought valiantly.
They did.
The other girls fought valiantly.
And I hear it now. Y'all were only rooting for them. No, we were rooting for Dusty Ray. Dusty Ray Bottoms. There was a lot.
And we loved Miss Crab.
Blair St. Clair too, big. Come on, like we had a lot of good people that we liked this season. We just thought some things would happen a little bit differently. So let's go ahead and start with the girls who went home, with the first girl going home who we did not agree with at all.
Miss Benji.
Who had the best exit for a first contestant to be eliminated from the show. Best exit. The walk away, the boom,
But you wouldn't even have known. She had no idea that she was about to just be this whole phenomena just from one word. Phenomenon.
Phenomenon?
I'll put nobody ever puts the N on there. It
Oh
should just
my
be a real problem.
God.
It will say phenomenon. It just feels better to say phenomenon. Anyway.
Phenomena. Phenomena. Can't wait to see Happy Time Murders. Okay. Just at a Muppets moment. Speaking of Vanessa Vanchi Mateo, Muppet. No.
Oh, no.
Well, she could have been a character on any Muppet show, especially with that outfit she made for the first episode, which I still don't think was that bad.
I felt
compared to the girl who paints her face a completely different color than her body. Ooh, I said it. I know you saw that whole makeup thing they did for Cosmo. I know you saw it. And I know you saw almost like this whole Rachel Dolezal tan face moment go on when they were painting, and it was not anywhere near the color of where their body was.
I'm wondering if we're thinking of... Are you thinking about the next girl?
Yes, that's who I'm talking about.
Okay, I felt like...
You saw that, right? It was like, why is she painting herself a medium dark
I feel like
tone?
she said in like a wild thing she did that she's trying to do that bronzed Kardashian
Just the face.
thing.
Just the face.
Look.
You got it. Okay.
These are her words, not mine.
Oh my God.
These are her words, not mine.
Back to Vanessa. We love you, Vanessa Vanjie Mateo, Miss Vanjie, because that's really, you can just go by Miss Vanjie now.
Might as well, we're not even gonna know you as Vanessa Mateo. You are Miss Vanjie.
And I'm sad we didn't get to see enough of you, but rumor has it that you'll be on season 11.
Where did she go? She didn't win. She just
I'm glad. I'm glad.
And then...
I'm glad she found a pillowcase and she laid down. I am very glad because never mind. I love you, Adele. Lord knows I do. And that voice is a God-given gift.
She was everywhere.
But when I tell you they overplay your songs on the radio, you and Miss T Swift, you and Miss T Cell Swift. Oh yes.
Can we?
Look what you made me do. I'm tired of hearing.
I never figured out what she did.
Nothing.
What I never did.
Nothing.
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
She was mad at Katy Perry and she wanted to go,
They've made up apparently.
I don't care. Don't care. Woo, Nancy. Woo,
the fact that they were feuding, I'm like, what? Okay.
Who cares? Who cares? Like, they're not. Oh my God! Like, Katie's no longer that relevant anymore. Oh, I said it. They don't really. They do not. Am I lying? Am I lying?
It was just this past era was so bad.
We witnessed all right.
The image,
a murder.
The promotion, the single choices, they were all bad.
Every time you promoted a song, it had. Never mind. Be quiet. Be quiet.
Even the performances had all the controversy.
They basically said she's one of the people who is a part of that cultural appropriation.
Oh yeah,
mess.
absolutely.
And
Even
she
with
does
the last
it to the
album,
T.
when she did,
this is what we do. Did you remember that video?
And she was like,
and she was eating watermelon, and she had the braids and all that, and I was like.
And she did a performance of that song "Unconditional" where she had like all the geesh and every. And that was like I don't know the first time, but one of the times where she got real flack for all of that. I'm like, girl, stop it. Just stop it, girl.
That brings us to our next contestant who was eliminated, who I felt should have been eliminated the first episode. I stand by it. I stand by it. They both look like wobble, but we both fall down. Like, they both gave me that. Calorie Kardashian, what is it, Williams? Mm-hmm. I needed to still be Calorie Burns. Girl, change your last name to Calorie Burns. Bookings will
She's
go,
like,
no,
I need the Kardashian. I need
and
everything
like,
to start with a K.
But no.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Just like Kim Kardashian speaking for prison reform, that doesn't make sense for you either. Said it, meant it, print it, okay? Like, I
saw that. I was like, Kim.
Girl. What are you talking? So when I get there, I'm gonna speak to them about why the colors should be changed in the prison system.
Are the last person.
You're a prisoner in your own relationship.
Really, they're both.
Both of them. He's married to the mob, and she's married to I killed my wife 3 years ago. I don't know.
You know what?
He's an axe murderer.
Scared if I was
Allegedly. I don't mean any of these things. This is all just. Yeah, but she did go meet with the president about that. But yeah, Calorie Kardashian Williams did not impress me this season. I really wasn't a fan. Her storyline, plot, or character, no. I'm sorry. No shade, no tea, no pink lemonade. That's downstairs.
They needed somebody to go home early.
It should have been first, but Venus don't learn. But no, I just reminded you of that whole lip sync where she tried to kill Shangela with all that stuff on stage. But no,
season 3,
Calorie. I want you to. I don't know. I can't tell her what to do with her drag. It's her drag. That would be wrong. It just
feels like you're trying to be a carbon copy, and it's like the individuality is not showcasing through.
And there could be so much more to who your character is besides
a Kardashian. I'm sure
Like
there's so
a
much
lot.
more you can connect with other
A
than just
lot
Kardashian.
more than that. So, okay. Next. Yuha Hamasaki. And we got that name down correct after all.
It took a
listen,
while, because at first
now
I was
you
like...
can say it off the tongue like
I was
Yuha
like, I don't-
Hamasaki, baby.
I don't know, but... You know what?
High expectations and was given low results. And true tea.
Because of the previous queens, there were Asian queens who did so well.
We thought that she'd immediately do well because she was...
I felt like she had expectations basically compared to like, oh, how well Kim did. Like, oh, well, she's the seamstress. She's going to be this, hot makeup artist. She was compared to Bianca Del Rio at first. So we're like, oh, well, she might do well.
No one has ever put Bianca Del Rio and great makeup in the same sentence. And let's get that straight. I love you, Bianca. You know how I live. You're my favorite winner.
I mean...
But just because she has 10 spider lashes on top of her face does not mean that her makeup is one. And I'm just going to say that and be real with you. And let's not forget the dot incident where, that was her ugly.
I'm going to be real ugly. Yeah, I'm going to be real ugly.
Da.
She's giving a full cut crease, perfectly good, well, not perfect, but drawn eyebrows.
Explanation of that last little drag that she did. Was that supposed to be, was that the flower one or was that best drag? I hope to God that wasn't best drag.
It was Feather.
Oh, that was the feathers? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, now I remember Mayhem Miller plucking her pink feathers.
It worked. They worked.
Yeah, I don't know. I had high expectations. I just didn't get to see enough of you this season.
She would've went a lot further.
Maybe if it was in a different environment with different queens, she would have been able to shine more, but no. And I'm still confused that she didn't know what an unk is. And that, oh my God, oh, really, that's the name of it? I was like, what?
I thought you meant like,
What? I guess it's a joke, but I didn't laugh. So, Dusty Ray Bottoms.
We love Dusty.
Dusty was growing on Mayhem.
Grew on a lot of people. And I think a lot of people love Dusty from beginning to end.
Did not have a bad attitude at all. And that's what I liked about her the most. It just seemed like he was a genuine guy. Like, seemed like a really kind of like normal little guy or whatever. And who just happened to have like a really great drag aesthetic. And I was so mad that ball challenge was what ended up being the demise of Dusty. And I was like, crap.
It was that weird.
Then had to go up against Monet on top of it. Oh, a very good lip sync, by the way. They both killed it. Why couldn't they do
that? Is what you call a lip. Well, I'm gonna say it was the wig.
You think it was the wig?
I think because
you think it was the let me speak to your manager wig. That's the wig. That's all that I got from that. Excuse me, where is your manager?
Like the costume was so good, but it was just the focus when I saw that wig. I was like, But we love you, Dusty.
Yes, honey. Hope to see you on some other drag thing, anything.
Don't listen to Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle was on some BS this season. Michelle had a script in front of her for every person that walked up. Next up, Mayhem Miller.
Finally, it happened.
And she finally got on the season. Okay, listen, I was kind of hard on Mayhem this season. I really was. I was calling her all kinds of kunkakalolos. What did Matthew say? We'll leave it there. Y'all know what I was talking about. I was calling her out.
We just...
Something didn't seem right with the editing with you, Miss Thing, and what moments they had you involved in.
They painted you a certain way.
It took the Roscoe's video with you, Tranica Rex, and Monique Hart for me to go, I like her a lot. I like her a lot.
And this is why you should see a lot of the queens on the show live and not this edited version that they try to show on TV. Go see these people live.
Because I was like, girl, I am not feeling this character. And then once that video came out where she was like, oh no, I was like, oh, that's my chick. I like her. Yes. Yes, queen.
The TV just made Mayhem always in the back. Ooh.
Doing that and then going with the folks that you don't want her to roll with and being like, can you believe? Here I come. You know, I was calling her sweetie child. I really was. But I have a whole new opinion of Miss Miller. So Awesome Blossom. Mayhem, I'm still a fan. I still was a fan even when I was calling you all kinds of crazy stuff. But She grew on me
constructive
later.
criticism, but we love her.
I would like to see her again. I'd like to see Mayhem again because honestly, Mayhem had some good looks that were not shown on the runway that she was showing on her Instagram, and I was like, oh, sis, that would have been everything.
And I appreciate that the queens
But here's
show
me.
us.
Did you pack it that way when you took it with you to the show? And were you going to use that same makeup
Probably
with
not.
the time that was
Probably
given?
not, because they've had time to
Exactly.
redo it. But I'm glad that the queens will show us, well, this is what I would have worn.
Or how Monet
the
would show us
shows.
the full version of whatever she was going to wear on the runway. Well, this is how it was supposed to look. But I left this at home. And I did this
I was
and
like,
that.
oh, okay. Well, all right.
All right. Now, next up is Blair St. Clair, almost a shoo-in for Miss Congeniality. By the way, vote for Miss Congeniality. That's up right now. We both voted for Miss Monique Hart. Just get to
Of course.
This
It's like, of course.
She entertained me the entire season.
I didn't. Well, now that I think about it, Blair should be a shoe-in, but I didn't
I wouldn't be
expect
mad
her
if
to
Blair
be
wins.
as far ahead as
Yeah.
everyone. I was like, oh.
Here's the thing. I'd give it to Blair, Monet, or Monique.
Or Monique.
In
Or even Miss
discussion.
Cracker.
Even Miss Cracker, because I feel like people already know that. But, All right. So, Blair was a sweetheart. Blair shared a very personal story that a lot of people can relate to that may have been silent about before. And Blair also chose a really great music video at the end of her run on the show to share with people. And it was like, okay, she's not just a 12-year-old boy in Boy Scouts clothing trying to dress up as a
Most
woman.
queens will release a video after they're eliminated, and it'd be some old pop dance nonsense. But I'm glad that she gave us like something that she put more thought into and more effort. So good on you, Blair. Good on you.
Yes. Thank you, Boy Scouts of America, for presenting us Blair St. Clair. Your number one Eagle Scout. Up next, the heart of season 10, the ooh-ah-ah sensation. Facts are facts, America.
How to be what? Setting.
Monique Hart.
We love you down.
I'm not Jamar's assistant, by the way. Thanks. Someone's like, where'd that come from, Batty? Should I discuss the Instagram live or no? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, wait, what? Oh.
You remember. You like one of them people in Harry Potter who needs to go to that pool of memories with Professor Dumbledore and just needed to get you right back together.
See, Harry Potter, like Star Wars, was one of those franchises I wanted to get into so bad, but I just couldn't.
So you wouldn't read a book. Because it's
couldn't.
not like Star Wars wasn't like books before it was a movie. It was a book series. Then it became a movie.
Well, it's not about it being a book, because I like the R.L. Stein
I
books.
didn't say it was about it being a book. My point is that when you compare the series, you can't put them together like that. Like, that is George Lucas and the rest of whoever nerdgasm team Star Wars. Harry Potter is by some woman who was homeless, literally with nothing to herself, writing a story about a little boy who almost was killed by some grown man with no nose. Parents killed, dropped off with some horrible people, and he meets a little knotted-headed little child and some redhead little boy and becomes the epicness that he is. It's a little different.
A lot of people
A
were
little different.
very emotional when that ended.
When Harry Potter ended?
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
It was like people's childhood, because I didn't realize how long it had been going on. It's like, wow.
I was reading that book from like middle school on through high school through college. Oh yeah, absolutely. And had to stand in line and get the book too because I wanted it before everybody else did. Who are we talking about? And I got into Harry Potter. Monique?
We were
Are we still
talking
in
about
Monique?
Monique.
Okay.
We finished.
Oh, we did? We're good with her? Okay. Love you, Miss Hart. So what do you think of the Vixen?
She provided a lot of discussion this season. The main talking points always involved or circled around the Vixen. So I think she played a role. We're going to remember her for sure. So I've listened to a lot of like podcasts or like different shows that recap the show, wondering what her plan was of why she's being so combative and why she's being, this, well, whatever you want to describe her personality, but how she's going to get booking. People feel like she's not going to do well. People are going to want to take her because she's maybe hard to work with. I don't necessarily, I can see where they come from, but I don't necessarily agree. I think she'll be fine. I feel like some people really did figure out where it was she was coming from, and she was just an angry place. But I think she'll be fine. I'm still a fan. I'm still a fan.
I'm indifferent. I don't really care. She was cool in the show. I wasn't impressed by her lip syncing. Like, a lot of people said that she was going to be this assassin, and I was like, she just rolled around on the ground half the time, so not really. But, yes, she did provide great discussions and serious moments that we needed to talk about that still haven't really gone answered. And a lot of people feel like they were attacked because the vixen called out some truth in a certain situation to do with color and colorism and racism in the RuPaul Drag Race fan community. So I'm glad for that. Other than that, wig lines were horrible, outfits were okay, and you had great bone structure, though. Great bone structure. Wasn't you, but it was great bone structure. And last but not least, Monet Exchange.
Who was robbed down?
Should have been Aquaria versus Cameron, and that is how I will end that with Monet Exchange. Should have been Monet. It should have been Cameron versus Aquaria, and I mean,
because they basically just read her the whole in the critiques, and it's just like, okay, so why not put her in the bottom?
no exchange this Christmas.
How do you like her? Did you see her video? Did you like it?
It was okay. I am picky with music, so I just the auto tune.
I know she was milking this sponge dress thing until the end of time.
To the end of time, and I'm like, there's more to you. You have also a lot of kitten wigs and a lot of, hog body dressing. I mean, you could be talking about a lot of stuff. But it is what it is. Monet Exchange still was interesting this season. She gave us a lot of perspective on, I guess, New York drag, and she sort of played devil's advocate a lot. She didn't really pick and choose a side. She was sort of like, I understand where she's coming from. I understand where she's coming from. I understand where she's coming from. She did a lot of that this season. Oh, I wish she would have done that. Oh, yeah, it was a lot of that with Monet Exchange. I almost said Monique. Lord, they had too much M's on the show. Ms. Mo, man,
Mayhem,
Monet. So this season as a whole, though, where are we at with the season? Like, let's compare it to last season, which it seems it's going down the same formula as before.
At least we'll see it coming.
Right. I mean, not really. Because you already know what's going to happen. They're going to end up putting two people together who are going to lip sync against each other and say that it was just randomly picked.
They're going to spill this wheel one time.
We already know that the songs are going to be set up for specific people to do better than others. But yeah, I don't know. Not even to get onto the finale, but this season was interesting to start. Now, midway through, it got a little dusty. Not because people left and it was no longer interesting, but
just how the judging was going.
I love a good an hour and a half of pure drag race tomfoolery. Sissy that walk down. I live, but I need to be held in. And half the time I was sitting there like, I don't care about what is going on with this. This doesn't add anything to this. Oh, I need to like her more now because she told us that story. No, it was a lot of that for me. So I just...
very in your face.
It was a good start. And I think maybe because the drama kind of helped the situation. But I don't feel like a lot of it was ever really resolved. Like, even when they would talk about it, it would be like sort of we'll respect each other.
Agree to disagree.
But I don't like you still, and I don't like you still. And okay, we'll just not like each other. I was like, okay, I get that. And you do have to be like that in some situations. But it's okay. It wasn't like, oh, this was the best. No.
It was a good, chaser for the disaster that was All Stars 3.
It starts, yes. That tastes later, gross, but it was definitely a good, definitely a good chaser after that, because we're still pissed. And let me not say that, because then he thinks about this when he's not. No, I really don't. But All Stars 3, that ending was boo. So this started off kind of great. I kind of wish they didn't eliminate somebody the first episode and we got to see them again for a second episode, but you know how it goes, kids. They wanted the drama to hike up, and Christina Aguilera was there, so someone had to be eliminated. She just wasn't going to be there just to have fun. She's not Lady Gaga. Oh, let me not speak about her in front of her number one fan over here.
No, that's probably still Farrah.
Okay, so Tell us what you think so far this season. I really don't have anything more to add to this, to be honest with you.
But we would be consistent.
We wanted to make sure you had something to watch on your Thursday nights. But yeah, I kind of see how the season is going. I already can tell who is going to be the top 4 and who's going to go home next. I didn't have to go to a drag race spoiler YouTube video to figure that out. But you can tell.
She still be doing her.
It's not even her. Oh, girl, don't get me started on that one. But no, it's another one, and they always have the iTunes music that pops up. That it's like, oh yeah.
I was like, how do y'all all use the same track? 3 different channels. All use
Because iMovie is very easy to use, and everybody is using iMovie. So, all that being said and done, you know where the social media links are. You know where to go. I have to edit this video because I had a moment earlier. So, thanks for tuning in. We will see you next Thursday. What episode is that going to be again? Oh, another ball. Oh, we got 2 balls. 2 balls. Oh, but yeah, it's another ball, and it's like evil twin versus the good twin. All the things you hate about yourself in drag.
So this should be, I think they're going to be revealing a lot about themselves.
And they get that question, who do you think doesn't deserve to be in the top 4?
Oh, boy.
And you know Asia is going to go in.
Like, well.
I need answers. And if any of them are too vague, I want them just to clip in the vixen going, nope, too vague. I just need them to clip it in. But yes, so please tune in again next Thursday. We will be here probably late at night for that one, so you know how it goes. This one's going to be uploaded early because we recorded this a day early this time. But thanks for tuning in. Jamar, anything else to add on to this?
No. I love y'all. Y'all know we're not gonna. I know a lot of you have been asking, like, when are you gonna paint again? Y'all know the schedule: premieres, snatch game, reunions, and finales. So nobody has to ask again.
Y'all need to know that makeup costs money. So if you want to help this little baby out, you better start inboxing him. What do you need, sis? Okay. Because, like I said, he started a new job and I'm moving. So, baby, we try to plan out our junctions. What's your function? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to let that go. That's back in the school
Come on,
days.
Schoolhouse.
Okay, Schoolhouse rock. Bye, y'all. Shortest video ever. Boo!